Good morning, movers. How are we doing today here on day 2 of our 30-day challenge? Now we're going to give it just a minute here. We're going to let everybody come into the group here. So these first 1, 2, 3 minutes or so, we're just getting everybody showing up. Let me tag everybody inside the group here. You should be getting a notification. If you are on live, go ahead and drop hashtag live down in the comments. I see we had at least one person on there. I can't tell who it is, but I see we have somebody. So if you are right, people are starting to come in. Perfect. So if you are watching this live, drop a hashtag live down in the comments below. Let's finish tagging everybody up here. Good. We got 4 people on. That's awesome. Appreciate everybody being here. Let me just get everybody tagged up. And then we will get after it. Awesome. There's Jerry. Jerry, hashtag live. Awesome, Jerry. Appreciate you being here. We got Suzanne, hashtag live. Perfect. Appreciate you being here. This is going to be great. So we should have... All right. You guys must hear me then. If you're putting hashtag live, you heard me ask you to go live. So that means we have audio. That's awesome. Give me just 1 second here. We're going to check over on the PC side of things, make sure that it's showing up live. It sure is. We got Todd on live as well. Perfect. So we at least got a handful of you, so that is awesome. So let's get after it here on day 2. And we're going to start off day 2 by recapping day 1, because remember, the idea behind this 30-day challenge is to learn the power warm-up routine, which some of you already know, and some of you, this is new to you. But either way, we're going to break each of the components down over the first 10 days and understand why it is that we're doing them and the purpose that they serve and how they're going to help our golf game. And by the time we're done with that first 10 days, we'll have learned the entire routine, and then the remaining 20 days is to build the habit of showing up every day for 5 to 10 minutes and doing that routine, because when we move better, we play better. We got another Jerry, 2 Jerrys on the call live, so this is awesome. Perfect. And let's recap yesterday. And yesterday, our first component had to do with the wrists and the ankles. So we're going to go through the first part of the power warm-up together. And what we're going to do is balance on one leg, keeping this leg as high as we can without losing our balance. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead, but over time, we're going to let go. The higher the leg, the more difficult and demanding on your balance. So if you need to, just start with your foot barely off the ground so you can kind of catch yourself. But we're going to squeeze our forearm nice and tight. Hand and foot circles. We're doing 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction, coordinating the fingers and the toes together, trying to splay our hand and feet. And then we switch sides. 5 in one direction, squeezing our forearm nice and tight, keeping our leg nice and high. 5 in the other direction. All right, so that's part 1, and today we're going to move on to part 2. And a lot of you have wrote in comments saying, hey, I have issues with my shoulder or with my neck or with my upper back. And these next few days are going to really tackle this portion of the body. And today we're talking particularly about the shoulder, where the shoulder ties into the neck. So we have the muscles up here of our neck, and then we have these meaty muscles right here. And a lot of us, if we've gone and, say, gotten a massage before, that's usually an area that the masseuse focuses on. It's right up here. These are called our trap muscles, and they get really, really tight, especially in a world of sitting behind desks and things of that nature. As we round forward, we slouch. This position, it gets stuck. This gets super tight, causes dysfunction and pain in the shoulder, so we want to open that up. So we're going to introduce a technique called tacking. And what this does, similar to what we did with our forearm, where we compress the tissues that we're working on and then move through range of motion, we're going to do the same thing with our shoulder. But this time, we're going to press down the muscles up here by the neck and the shoulder. So first things first is I want everybody to find your collarbone. Okay, and your collarbone runs, you can see right here, just underneath the collar of my shirt, right up in the center of my neck, and it goes straight across to my shoulder. So there's a bone right here on each side. That's our collarbone. So we're going to go above that collarbone, and there's some soft tissue up here into the meat of the neck. And this goes all the way up into the neck, and it goes around in the back. And so we can use any of this area for what we're doing today. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our hand, and we're going to apply some pressure up here into this meaty part of the neck. Now, similar to yesterday when we were talking about the forearm, doesn't matter if it's here or up here or down here. We're playing around. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. Everybody's going to be tight in different spots. So we're going to find a spot to start. We're going to push down in that area, and then we're going to do arm circles. Now, the key here is trying to keep your arm nice and straight. Now, if that means bringing your arm out to the side like this to keep it straight, then by all means go ahead and do that. Over time, we want to get it closer to the head, but to get it closer to the head and to keep it straight is going to require some good range of motion in the shoulder, and if you don't have it, you will get it by going through what we're doing today. Okay, consistency over time is going to improve your range of motion. That's why we're doing this for 30 days. So we push down in this area, and we're going to do our arm circles. We're going to start off going backwards. The whole time, we're trying to keep our core braced, our butt engaged, so that our body moves around as little as possible. We want all the motion to be coming through the shoulder. So we go through. Now, if you have to bend your arm, that's okay, so long as you're feeling this stretch through the neck and through the shoulder. Again, no right place. However, we got a couple of catches here, and the catch is, if you feel some pulsing, that means you're on your jugular. Get off of that. We don't want to feel the pulsing. The other thing is you may, depending on if you find it or not, there's a nerve that runs down here. So if you push on that nerve, your hand might go numb real quick. All right, it's not a big thing, just obviously avoid that spot. But as long as you don't feel the pulsing of your jugular and as long as your hand doesn't go numb, then you're doing it correctly, okay? So you're playing around. Now, granted, I should premise it by saying the chances of pushing on your jugular or finding that nerve, they're pretty small. We have a lot of room to work with. You got to go kind of digging around to get there, but it may happen. So that's your full disclosure here. All right, so we're pushing down in the meaty part of our neck. We're moving around. Maybe up front feels really good. Maybe up top feels good. Maybe down back feels good. Again, no right or wrong. So 5 of these backwards. 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to go 5 forwards. The whole time, my hand is open, and I'm pushing it away from me. Okay, I'm actively pushing my arm away from my body with my fingers open to get the most effective stretch possible. So we go forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we switch sides. Same thing over here. We play around. We find that spot. Our hand is open. We extend it away from our body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we switch directions. So we go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is great. Again, playing around. It can be anywhere, right? It can be down in here, up in here, back here, out here, in here. All of this eventually needs work, which is why 5 to 10 minutes a day, we can at least touch on that and maintain our range of motion. So at this point, let's open it up to any questions, especially for those of you that are on live. See, we've got a bunch of you on here. I'm just refreshing my screen over here so that I can see if any comments have come in. We got Kelly is live, Todd's live, Sue is live, we have Jerry is on live, I believe he's still here. It doesn't always show me every comment, so I do apologize if I'm missing you. Alright, I don't see any coming through, but if that changes, just let me know. Okay, drop them into the comments box below. So this is part 2 of our power warm-up routine. Okay, so when we get back together tomorrow, we're going to start with piece number 1, the hand and the foot circles, and then we're going to go on to number 2, which are these shoulder circles, and then we'll introduce piece number 3. Any questions in the meantime, drop them down in the comments below. Let me know, thumbs up, thumbs down, did this work, did this help, what did you feel? Okay, the more feedback that we get from you guys in the community, the more we can personally tailor this content to you and your specific needs. As always, trying to keep these videos to just 5 to 10 minutes a day so that it doesn't obtrude your day and makes it encouraging to stick around for the journey the entire time. I'll catch you all tomorrow for day 3. Move better, play better.